Keeping our streets safe during freezing temperatures can be a real challenge.
Now, Precinct 3 in Harris County, which stretches from Cypress to Crosby, is changing the way it keeps ice off the roads. Jennifer Reyna checked it out.
Let's face it, there isn't a big need for snowplows here in Houston, but that doesn't mean we don't get wicked winter weather. Ice can wreak havoc on your commute.
We used to take rock and spread it on bridges.
Precinct 3, which stretches from northwest Harris County all the way to northeast, used to use something called chat rock when temperatures dipped.
That provided traction during times of freezing, or cold weather, bad weather. That created all kinds of problems.
As Precinct 3 County Commissioner Tom Ramsey explained to me, they are now switching over to something called brine, a salty solution spread over the roads.
We've gone through and actually fabricated 5 trucks, and they're called brine trucks. That's just a salt water solution that we spread on the bridge, and we've got 330 bridges, that we spread on the bridges that keeps the water from freezing.
So instead of just providing drivers with a little extra traction, they are now going to try and stop the ice from forming in the first place.
If the precipitation comes before the cold weather, then the treatment process will begin prior to that, and all during, of course, any ice and snow will be laying out the liquid on the bridges.
Ramsey says a salty brine solution will not only be quicker to spread on the hundreds of roads in his precinct, it will also cost the taxpayers a lot less. And while you may want to give your car a good wash after driving on brine-treated roads, it does less damage than that chat rock.
I can't tell you how many broken windshields I've had because we've gone through a bridge, and thank goodness the rock was there until it's thrown and hit your windshield and it's broken.
So that is how Precinct 3 will tackle ice on the roads. But what is the science behind this brine solution? Cheetah is here to explain how it works.
Well, Jen, you've probably heard about salting the ground before a big freeze, and this really isn't that different. It's a combination of sodium chloride and water in a liquid spray. That way they can cover more ground at a lower cost.
First, understand when water is in its liquid state, like rain. The molecules are loosely packed. Whenever water reaches the freezing point of 32 degrees or below, molecules are then packed more tightly. Now on roads, this causes a big problem. Wet, icy, and slushy roads reduce traction between your car's tires and the road surface. So if you hit ice, your car could suddenly go into a skid, which is a scary situation. That's why we need to break up these molecules to limit ice or slush on the roads. Now, salt or brine solution does not necessarily melt ice or snow with increased heat. It merely brings the freezing point of water to a lower temperature. At the molecular level, the salt molecules get in the way of the bonding water molecules, helping it not to freeze. The regular freezing point of water is 32 degrees. Adding sodium chloride lowers that freezing point to 15 degrees, using science to make us a little safer.